early game.
What do you guys feel about these drafts?
I think it's more equal compared to game number 1.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm liking how proactive Yangon are this time. They have a lot of setups. It's not like they're going to wait for Spirit to start it every single time.
Claude back in the marksman position for Sanji against now a Clint, and it's going to be Ying on that R-lock, which we saw so effective in the Selena
Ports here. Glue is an amazing pick into this lineup, but the big issue is, are you going to be able to build the right items at the right time? There's a lot of magic damage on the side of TS for this early game, and eventually that Clint is going to be a bigger problem.
Absolutely. It's also about how do you cut through, right? Against this composition, you need to win in the early game, and that's why the Selena pick is going to end up being massive if utilized properly. Can they utilize it, though? That's the question. The Esmeralda almost holds a complete monopoly up top when it comes to tempo.
It is, and that's the thing, right? We're going to see how this game has to progress, because there's also counterplay to a lot of the different problems that we're going to experience. If you look at the emblems, at least looks pretty standard all the way through. Season Hunter, at least for the Selena, and now First Blood going to be achieved here as Kais finds the kill. And now, with this lead, this is what we're expecting, right? This is why I was talking about the support so often. Those deaths, they're kind of the only people who can walk up and do what they can do, but Blink is a lot more expendable in comparison to Sawa, because they need that Wrath of the Dryad.
That's the tempo we were talking about, though, yeah. For Team Spirit, they're going to have to wait a lot. I think compared to game number 1 especially, you're going to really have to wait for that Wrath of the Dryad, like you mentioned, Gideon. And for YG, it's all about fighting level 1 to 3, finding those slam passes. And with the Hirara, the Glue, and even the Arlet here, you're going to have so many resets. That's why Zaur wants to take Ying out of the equation. This is how they get back into that turtle fight after Sawo got picked off.
Yep, it looks like they're not going to be able to contest the very first turtle here. It's going to be level 3 to level, well, actually, pretty close to 4 for Kid Bomba. He should be able to hit it first no matter what, and they're going to use that pressure to start zoning out the rest of the Yangon members to allow TS to hit 4 on time. However, Sunset Lover, not there yet. Do they need to walk up to get the EXP? No, they're going to rush this.
It's such a good decision for them. Now, retreat battle is still going to be Zaur. Han was close to it, but it's such a good decision at the end of the day right now, because they know there's no big ultimates to take anyway. So why do we need Sunset Lover on 4? We're just going to get tempo in mid, take that main win condition away from YG, and get that turtle.
It's abusing the timers. Ying was not level 4 at the right time. Han wants the contest, but unfortunately, even Kai's hitting level 4 doesn't make the difference in these moments. They need Blink to be level 4. They also need to make sure that everybody is ready to fight at the right time. So now with the off-tempo play, they steal it away. Great decision coming in from TS, but where is the rest of the conversion, right? As we go back to the neutral states, you can see that even Kid Bomba is still making Ying's life very difficult, despite Han purposefully showing himself.
He's dominating the lane right now, dude. And they're able to... Whoa, that's so wild. There are no other ults to take. To be fair, it's either that or the final slash, right? Yeah. You're not going to take the Blades into it.
Well, honestly, we don't know. Yeah, maybe later in the game when you're desperate and you need to be able to kind of peel away from Sanji already on top of you, then maybe. But even so, at least with the battle spell, Sanji understands that he's got the Purify to work with. I just don't know how this lane is going to go for him. He's playing the lane well, right? But Hiko's got this freeze on him for this point, at this point of time. And until Hiko gets his first item, that's when he really starts to dominate the matchup.
And one thing I will say about Team Spirit and how they're able to actually just gain control of the map when nothing is happening is I think they're the best team at playing the neutral game. When there's nothing happening on the map, they are so good at maximizing all these small little trades on the map. Like even here, Bomba just getting a trade over on Kaize, giving Sunset Lover more pressure in the lane and stopping Kaize from putting those trap downs, you know? It's just such a small win, but it builds up, and that's why Team Spirit now, even though they're down a kill, are the ones up in tempo, in map pressure, and everything.
Exactly. Here, because by the time the turtle actually spawns, Kid Bomba in about roughly 6 or so seconds after the spawn, he's going to get his ult back, so they understand how these timers work. And you can see that Ying, as soon as Bomba shows up, he's like, oh man, I gotta try and forcefully clear this wave. We trade ults again. We're going to come back down to the turtle, and I think it's going to be that constant dance. I want to see what TS's decision is here, because now they can't sneak away this neutral objective, but I think they want to extend their lead. Oh, Bomba, he's got the proxy.
And Sunset, that's the reason he stole that Abyss form. Man, Sunset with the Flicker out from the stun as well. It's a proxy up top now. Did they go for the Red Tree? Saw with the Flicker and the Wrath of the Dryad in the backline as well. It's going to be the jump on Sunset now with the steal on the slam side of the pass. Passes Sawo. gets away in time. He's going to be taken low though. Sanji with a blazing away, takes him low, takes him out with Ying.
They want to punch it even further here. They're not done just yet. The arrow lands
over on Hiko, and it's Ying with a punish on the vengeance.
That's what you want to see. Just continuous CC after CC just to give that extra bit of bonus damage coming in from Ying. Beautiful stuff all the way through, but at the same time, the game's not over just yet. At least the tempo has fallen back into Yangon's favor. But in the mid lane, just notice that Ying, now, he doesn't really want to be stuck in this lane any longer. But let's look at this replay one more time, right? Sawo so close to dying here. Sanji clearly doesn't have the items, but as soon as the Purify is out and Kais is able to find an off angle on any of the priority targets, there's nothing you can do.
Zara almost getting a sneaky little assassination there, but Han with the iframes, a bit too hard to kill. I think what we need to talk about, Gideon, is the fact that Team Spirit intentionally took that fight a bit long. Hit Bomba though. The final slash lands on him, but Ying doesn't have the vengeance again. Bomba now able to get the shielding in time. Han cannot take him out.
That's got to be frustrating.
It's now 3 series in a row where he just can't kill Bomba.
It's annoying because you can tell that Ying, he was thinking about jumping this, and Han was like, no, give me the kill, sir. Please, please, I need this right now. You're already 2-0. I'm 0-2. Just give me a little bit of gold, and it could make the difference here. And that might have just costed them a lot more than they would have imagined here. But you're absolutely right.
We have to go back to before the fight. Bomba didn't go for the rotation straight up, even though he had a tempo advantage over Ying. He stayed and he cut, he proxied deeper. So it was almost as if Team Spirit knew they weren't going to take that fight. They were just trying to prolong it so that YG can't get their early snowball in time.
And not to mention that they're utilizing their threats, like Sawa walking up and faking the movements, trying to throw as many feints just to get YG to react. Is Sawa in trouble here? He shouldn't be in trouble, right? Yeah, he's totally fine. And he's able to get a little bit of his health back. This is why Beleric is just so annoying to deal with. Very similar to Glue in a lot of senses, but just can't fight as often as Glue.
Bomba opening up again. This time around, it's going to be Team Spirit with a man advantage. Grouping up, but they have to split up. Remember, Blink can find an AoE. Now Blink with a meltdown. It's going to be Ying caught in the deadly magic. The volley started with it. Wrath of the Triad lands on everybody.
Hey, the combo is good, and now they're using their Clint to cut through the rest of them as Kid Bomba, making sure that Sanji can't even walk up to auto anybody else. I am your bullet sponge. Don't look at anywhere else, please.
Ying is isolated. He's chasing all alone. Wait, that's not Ying. That's Blink. Now the blazing duet coming through, and it's actually all planned, calculated by Blink, capitalized on by Sanji. Bomba's going to be able to look for that compensation, though, as now they go for the turtle. 2-1 in turtles, in neutral objectives, but TS, stay busy. It's Sour up top of the turret.
Man, this is a tough matchup. I was wondering whether Hiko on this Clint was a good option. They wanted to win the lane, which technically they sort of got, but they still can't deal with Blink. If Blink gets on top of Hiko, it's kind of over for his life. Even if he does actually have the flicker, he's got to time it perfectly. For the rest of the team, at least for TS, it's about peeling, and even so, they don't have the correct answers, right? I don't think Kid Bomba or Zara Egoist or Sunset Lover wants to be the one getting pulled away, but that's the thing, right? Yangon, they're trying to keep it tricky. Blink getting on top of Sawo initially, pretty good idea, but unfortunately, where do you pull him to?
Blink with a walk up again, stun over. Sawo gets caught by the arrow, the final slash lands on Bomba. He's trying to capitalize now with a blast pass, brings him all the way back to Han, and he gets the Sky Piercer stack.
Better target priority. That's exactly what we want to see from the Yangon Galacticos here. You don't want to pull Sawo into your team, but Kid Bomba, you know what? Without Purify, let's do it.
How the heck is the lead?
So little.
1,000 at this point, right? Like we would expect at least 1,000. Another arrow in mid. Kaiser with the flicker out. Blink was looking for that slam. Finds it on Sawo. Again, chained together with the Abyssal arrow. Sawo hasn't moved in a good 5 seconds.
The Living Ward, the Living Sentinel, the Living Tree is still holding strong. But Sanji also now realizing he can't waste any more time. As much as we've commended TS for actually not only dragging out games, but they are so good at being efficient with their time. Yangon are starting to pick up steam at this stage of the game. First helm already complete from Glue. Berserker's Fury finally on top of the endless battle. I'm not sure if the Rapid Boost is going to keep Hiko alive, but man, this mid-tier 1, you can see that both sides, they really want to crack it open.
And Spirit are trying to play on the other side of the map every time, reacting to YG really well. Sanji using the BMI, the deadly magic does land at the end now as Han's going to be isolated from the rest of the team. Sawo able to get the taunt down on Blink as Bomba goes in, but it's going to be the final slash landing on Sunset Lover. Caught by Ying, taken out by Han. The Abyssal arrow goes wide as Han goes in again. is able to escape, and YG will utilize this man advantage to rotate straight into the neutral objective.
Oh, the red herring here. Ying showing that final slash to Kid Bomba as if, yeah, I'm looking for you. No, I'm going to go for somebody else. And they've got 10 seconds worth of tempo here. Sawo, he can try and delay with the Wrath of the Dryads, but this is First Lord. This is really important for either side.
Sawo has a position, goes in with the poker trick onto Blink. Oh, arrow lands again, baits out the Purify from Bomba as Blink gets the pass. Now, that's a Swift Trinity completed by Sanji. Very quick at 10 minutes.
Honestly, not a bad idea for Bomba to actually absorb the arrow early on, predestined to fight, knowing that Sunset Lover is coming back up and he has that Purify, because you can see that Yangon, they want to react to this.
And these deadly magics from Zaur, man, he's using it more as a poke tool than to finish people off, right? He's just coming in, space escape into a deadly magic. Doesn't even matter if he lands the poker trick or not.
Yeah, no, it's so true, because again, they don't have the sustainability.
Uh-oh. This is a crazy Lord Dance Blink. Able to jump on Sawo. He's able to sustain back up. Bomba no Purify for another 48 seconds. He's holding on this position. And Zaur's too far. On with the red tree, securing the neutral objective. The Sunset Lover Sawo goes with the Wrath of Dryad, but he's going to be all alone. And now it's the rest of the team who's going to take him out.
Oh man, the Minesweepers just wasn't enough. Oh, the final slash!
Lands on Sunset. It's hot on a killing spree. And he's able to buy some time now. Up top, it was Blink who got the solo against Zaur.
Oh my goodness, this is not going well for Team Spirit's Yangon. Now looking for some revenge after game number 1. Fine, technical prowess you can take, but we know how to fight, and they are fighting hella good.
No Purify, final slash into the arrow, and Sanji picks up another kill.
Double Holy Shielding down. What a statement here from Yangon that they are not going to lose confidence just because they dropped a singular game because they weren't able to fight. Now, because denied of that fight, they're getting extra messy. They're going to reach further than what TS expected. Can they actually get this? No, they don't have the minions.
Cleared it out just in time by Team Spirit, but remember, that siege was YG without the Lord. They got the Lord, but they chose to just push in forward.
Oh, it's a pretty big attempt here. If they can get an inhibitor, that would be great. But at the same time, see that TS, as much as they want to engage, they kind of need their flickers, and they know that Sawo's flicker is coming up in 45 seconds. So at this point, how else can they look to delay this? They might have to sacrifice at least one of these inhibs.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to have to sacrifice the top side, man. They're not even going to be sending all their members there. Protecting the far lane and the bottom lane, I think it's a wise decision. But still, for YG, they'll take what they can get. That's a Melfic gun now for Sanji. 12 minutes.
He's strong, but the big game changer here really has been Kai'Sa as well as Ying. Those arrows have been perfect, okay?
Almost immobilization. Sanji with a Melfic gun, abusing it and able to find a turret in the mid lane. So that's 2 with the First Lord.
Interesting. So Sunset Lover has been stealing away the ult coming in from Kai's just because it technically works as a morph. So when you have morph, you actually get access to the rest of the abilities, like the arrow, like the traps. So they've been trading back and forth here. But I think the big issue is the fact that Yangon has set the minefield every single time. In the previous Lord take, Zaur couldn't even get in on the typical angles or off angles onto the Lord pit because of how many abyssal traps reveal this position. Looking at the items, Chastised Pauldron finally done. Done here is the first item coming in from Sawo, on top of the fact that he's got the Radiant Armor. Now it looks like he's building up to the Guardian Helm as well. In terms of the raw magic damage, they've got the burst. However, down by the bottom side, we look at Hiko, he's got 3 items too, but those positions are really difficult, especially when Blink has Flicker. He's just got to react.
No chance. Still going to be very tough. And now it gets even worse for Spirit, because how are they going to catch Sanji? He has a Winter Crown very soon, already has that Melfic gun, is scaled past, I think, a lot of Team Spirit's own win con. So it will really take YG to make some mistakes for Team Spirit to be able to actually look for an angle to come back here.
I think the worst possible scenarios is if they can chain CC off of the Wrath of the Dryads. That's one. The second dangerous one is getting hit by 2 Shadow Strikes from Sunset Lover and getting terrified. I think that's also probably the worst case scenario.
Arrow lands on Sawo. They're doing a good job zoning. Zaur ego is from this Lord. 15,000 HP on it.
It's so good. The Wishing Lantern getting some really good poke here as they're looking to contest the angles from both sides.
Low Sunset Lover in the mid lane as well. That bottom lane is looking juicy for YG. As patient as ever.
They can't correct this in time. I don't think they can, and I think YG should start actually taking the space, but Sanji just used his BMI. They might wait for it a little bit longer.
Hiko's going to be sent up top, I believe, to deal with that wave, yes. as YG control this Lord again. Sunset Lover is busy in the mid lane, handling those big minions.
Now they just have to sit and dance for a little bit. Even YG understand this is a dangerous 50-50 to be had, right? Level 15 to level 15, as much as they have iframes, Zara's Retribution, if well timed, could steal this and drag this game out longer than it should be.
That wave in bot wasn't pushed properly by YG. Oh no! Hiko able to react in time to that flicker in the final slash. Hiko, that second skill, that catch could have just possibly won them a Lord. Because look at the bottom lane. That was so unlucky for YG. They didn't build it in time, and now it's building back for Team Spirit. Slow push, and Han cannot go down.
It turned from an offensive assault to now a defensive assault, and TS now whole priority here. Yangon, you have a 5.7k lead, and yet they still can't get close to this Lord, not without having to worry about a bot tier 2 being traded out.
Oh,
and TS,
God.
they're so happy about this. They're dancing for days, and now they see Blink.
Saul, he knows it's a tendency of Blink. He studied Blink's gameplay all throughout. He always looks for these plays, and that's the forced error. Team Spirit with a macro masterclass.
Oh, and now the Guardian Helm is done, so Saul can walk off, take some damage, walk away from the fight, and come back in.
Han's bot! Abyssal arrow doesn't land. Han's still in the bottom lane. They're going to go for the burst right now. Blink goes in with the slash, having a pass. It's the final slash, bringing Zara away. He's able to get away with the space in case escape for now, but Sour wins it, gets the retry, suns of the flicker around, and Han.
And they're still chasing you. They're about to get one. They get two. Killing spree for Kaise as they chase the last remaining members to try and close out this game.
Team Spirit played for the Lord. YG say, damn the Lord. We'll take the fight. We'll wipe you out, and we'll equalize in this grand final.
Oh my goodness, this is what we were looking for. A 16-2 game for the Yangon Galacticos. Statements made. We don't care what the world thinks.